Well, hello and welcome, Gemini. So, Gemini, this is going to be your mid-monthly reading for the month of November 2019. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining me. My name is Rayne, and I am a psychic medium, seer of sorts, intuitive tarot card reader, and this is just one of the ways that I'm helping to raise the vibration on this planet. So I really appreciate you being here. All right. So today I am working with a few different tarot decks, but this is your disclaimer. Okay. Number one, sometimes I cuss and say naughty things. So just throwing that out there. Number two, today I have decided that, I'm going to be laying some cards for life in general, but I'm going to do a love sector of your reading, and I'm going to be utilizing the sexual magic tarot for those for that part of the spread. And so if you are under the age of 18, if you are easily offended by sexual and sensual images or connotation of such subjects, this is your warning. Alrighty, so getting into it. Yes. What a beautiful rainy day it is outside. It is all like gloomy and chilly outside, and it's nice and dry and warm in here, so that's good. So anywho, I am going to start with the Druidcraft Tarot. If you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading, check the description box below, and I have all that information. You can check out my Etsy page, and I have a sliding scale on some of those readings. Gemini. Yes, time. Time is well, some people say it's illusion. Einstein said time is relative. So, whenever you are drawn to this reading, if it resonates with you, it's your reading. It doesn't matter if it's a year from now. And consequently, because it is a general collective reading, take what resonates, leave the rest. Some of the messages may or may not resonate with you. Don't make it fit. If it does not fit, do not make it fit. I do urge you to check out some of my other readings for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. And that being said, let's get into it. So ask my angels and my guides to be present with this reading, yes, for the sign of Gemini, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Ask that the messages come through me in a clear and concise way, and the messages be what we need to hear in the moment. Yes, and I ask that it be in the greatest and the highest good of all involved, and so it is. So sometimes I do channel songs. If a song starts coming through, I will start singing it. Everything that comes out of my mouth is basically channeled. So from here on out, I will be kind of in that mode. Gemini, for some of you, I'm feeling like you have been, you've been on this upward spiral, okay? There's been this like, it's almost like circular, but it's kind of going up. I sense that. I'm sensing that. Especially now that Mercury is now stationary going direct, things are going to start picking up for you in many different facets of your focus, whether that be on career, moving, projects, people, relationships. All right, what does Gemini need to hear during this time, please? What are the messages that our beautiful, lovely gems, our family, our gem family, what does the gem family need to hear? Sun, moon, rising, and Venus during this time. What do the Geminis need to hear during this time to bring clarity to our situations? For some of you, you're coming out of a situation where you've had some conflict or arguments with someone else. It could be others involved. It could be divorce. It could be something in the legal realms, but there was a disagreement, an argument, somebody won, somebody lost, and you're coming out of that heavier energy surrounding that. For a little bit, it was like, yes, maybe you were, what are the messages for our Gemini? Sun, moon, rising, and Venus, please. Thank you. All right. I asked, and there they flew. All right. I feel like you're coming out of some of those energies. Yes. Again, I am seeing there was some sneaky behavior, perhaps. Somebody was doing something untoward, but you're getting to the truth of the matter. Wow. Okay, so Geminis, we're going to, okay, so this is the deal. I'm going to tell you what's going on here. I'm going to show you the cards. We are going to pull clarification cards for these, so we will be diving deeper. But yes, okay, so, and there's some defensiveness. Okay, so first of all, we have the 5 of Swords. See this here? This guy won. He's got the swords, and this guy's walking away, head drooping. But neither person looks like they're exceptionally happy or pleased with the situation. It did come out. It flew out reversed, okay? So that's why I'm saying I think that you're coming out of this energy, okay? Then we have the 7 of Swords energy. And the 7 of Swords, and this is a lot of swords here. 7 of Swords is typically depicted by the guy sneaking out of the camp, holding the swords, like thievery, sneakiness. But in that particular card, it looks like he's studying, he's writing, he's expressing himself. And so I feel like, okay, for some of you, the message coming through with that is that you're coming out of this heavier energy of conflict, and that you're processing it. Perhaps some of you are journaling about it, writing it, trying to process things in that form. For others of you, you're taking a situation, perhaps it's politically based for some of you. Some of you are journalists. Maybe you are writing something that's going to be published at some point in time. But I see that you're taking this negative energy and you're processing it in a way that is forward moving and forward thinking. Geminis, you're really intelligent, you're really quick-witted, and so it would behoove you to do something like that, even if you're just writing it out for your own personal gain. But I do see that there was some sneaky behavior, things going on behind the scenes. Then we also have the 9 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior. He's really passionate, but look at all those wands, and he's protecting himself. He is protecting himself. He's on the defense. He is defensive against something because he doesn't want to get hurt again. Okay. And what I want to say about that, Gemini, is that yes, it's good to protect your energy, especially from the vampires, especially from those around us who are trying to take from us or somehow diminish our energy in some way. But I do want to warn you that in the process of protecting yourself, watch out for you don't want to miss opportunities because you're too busy protecting yourself. You know what I'm saying? The energies are, I see that you're defensive surrounding this, but what is being called for during this time is to dive deep, okay? You might be dealing with a Scorpio, Pisces, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Yes, sorry about that. Yeah, you might be dealing with a water sign because that is the sign for water signs. I see a crab here, so maybe a Cancer. But also, this is secrets being revealed. I see that things are coming out because we have the sneaky card and the secrets being revealed card. So perhaps for some of you, you don't be defensive for this information coming in. You want to know what is the matter of things. You don't want to defend against something and then lose out on further knowledge of the situation or even just furthering your own self and your life. Okay, because when we put ourselves in a defensive stance, sometimes that can push away opportunities and it actually can be conceived or perceived as a form of attack. Okay, I'm just saying that. I'm just going to straight say. So let your, be careful of your defenses, okay, during this time. Again, with the moon card, I'm seeing things coming to the light. Also diving deep during this time. Really get in touch with your feelings and emotions. Even if you are feeling defensive and wounded, it's really good to look at those wounded parts of ourselves so we can heal those parts of ourselves and release them. Okay, and so that's what I'm seeing here. Now, before I go deeper into these cards, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to pull for your love sector from this beautiful tarot deck right here, the Sexual Magic Tarot. So we're going to go into your love sector and then we're going to come back. Okay, we're just going to kind of flip-flop around. So ask Spirit to please guide the messages coming through this deck for the beautiful sign of Gemini, our gem family. What is going on with the gems out there? What is going on for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus and their love life and the parts of their life that have to do with romance? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus during this time, please. Just a few cards. Give us some clarity and insight into what is going on. All right, here we go. Gemini. What is going on with our gems? What does Gemini need to hear during this time? Okay. Again, defensive energy. I do see that, but don't be defensive in all areas of your life. There's some interesting, you've got some heaviness going on, Gemini, and I'm sorry to hear that in your romantic sector, but it's not necessarily bad. Let's pull a couple more cards, please, for Gemini. I will show you these lovely cards. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What does Gemini need to hear during this time, please? Okay, one more card, please. All right. And there we go. Let's see here. What we got here? Yes. Okay. Well, Gemini, you show up in your own reading, which means you are stepping into your power. Here is the Queen of Swords, air sign energy. That's you right there. Queen of Swords. The thing is the Queen, she is incredibly intelligent. She's sharp. She's quick-witted. And she can sometimes, but the queen can be really harsh with her words. It's almost like a off with your head kind of Queen of Hearts energy. It can be real tough love. She can tell it like it is, but I do warn you not to be too harsh in your communications, although you are going to be telling it like it is to someone in the love sector of your life. That's what I'm saying. But you're standing firm in your Queen of Swords power. Okay? Which is good. Which is really good. And sometimes we really need to give it and tell it like it is. When we're too passive about things and we just let people run all over us, that can be to our detriment. And it looks like you're defensive, and I just feel like you really need to step into that power of communicating yourself clearly in a way that doesn't diminish your softer sides. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to be this guy. You don't want to be this guy necessarily. He's a ruffian. I mean, yes, he's been to hell and back again, and he's a survivor, but we need the softer sides. Okay, so you have two nines here. The Nine of Swords and the Nine of Cups both came out. Nine of Swords can be... The Nine of Swords can be like being in your head too much, worrying about things, not being able to sleep at night. But this particular card is very interesting. All right, so very kind of a little bit kinky. It looks like there might be some bondage involved, but she seems like she's letting him, and she's interested. This person here is letting him. He's coming up from behind. He's going to take her from behind. He's ready to take her, and she's into it, but she looks a little stiff. She looks a little stiff. You know what I'm saying? Like, relax. Relax. Nine of Swords. Too much in your head. Worrying about things. You don't need to be in that place. But I do love the fact that there's this little black cat here. It's like your little protector. When I see little animals in these cards, I often think of spirit animals or spirit guides. You know, your protectors. And so, I feel like you're okay. You can let down your defenses a little bit. You don't have to be so rigid. Be careful or be mindful of rigidity, okay? That's what that's saying. All right, so right here we have the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups is the card of wish fulfillment. It can also be the card of gluttony or being alone with your things, so also be aware of that. Being really fulfilled, but not sharing it with anybody necessarily, because usually he's alone. But in this card, it's a really interesting image going on here. Notice that she's climbing onto him. She wants him. She wants to climb onto him and take him, okay? The feminine energy is wanting to dominate the male energy. She wants to jump his bones right here, right now. And he seems like he's okay with it. But look how he's holding her hands. He's like, he's resisting. He's resisting this love, okay? Are you the one resisting love, or is someone resisting love coming from you? Because it could go either way. Take it as it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, it's not your reading. But I see a lot of abundance here. There's like fruit on the table. There's a fan. There are flowers. They're outside in public for all to see, you know? This is beautiful. But he's resisting her love. So either you are being resistant, and it could be because... well, this Nine of Wands, you know, you could be dealing with a fire sign who is being defensive. That's for some of you out there. But I see this like, yeah, there's some resistance here. And then we have the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords. This is such a weird card, okay? I'm just like looking at it and I can't stop staring at it actually because it's kind of hot. Here, I'll show you. Check it out. She is all about it. She's like, yes, yes, yes. He's taking her clothes off. But look at this weird look on his face. It's almost like he's not connected to her. His thoughts are elsewhere. He's thinking about someplace else, some other place, some other person, some other time. But yet he's taking her clothes off and he's about to make love to her. It's like a very disconnected type of energy. Okay, I see they put their swords down. So maybe they've already communicated, or they've stopped communicating with words and now it's all body language. But I see a lot of lust here, which is not necessarily a bad thing, right? Lust has its place. But if it's totally disconnected, but I don't know. He just looks like he's not, it's just a weird look on his face. It makes me feel like there's this disconnect. I'm seeing resistance and some kind of disconnect in love, in lust, in sex. Maybe it's just sex. Maybe you're just having sex for the hell of it. Or maybe you need to have sex just for the hell of it. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. But I see some resistance here, Gemini. What's going on, Gemini? But you are standing in your power and you're standing up for yourself. But what I do notice in this Queen of Swords inner card, I sense, okay, see the pin cushion there? It looks like a heart. Her heart has been broken and she's not about to let it happen again. She's reminiscing. Look, she's staring at this picture here of somebody. Maybe she's reminiscing on somebody from the past. I think I heard thunder outside. That was, I don't know. Anyway, reminiscing on the past. But the fire still burns. But the fire still burns. The heart, yeah, the pincushion looks like a heart. She's looking all hot and sexy too, but she looks very serious. This is a very serious, fickle. The word fickle keeps coming up. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. Yeah. What does that mean for you? I feel like for some of you, you really are wanting somebody to light that fire, but you are actually lighting your own fire right now, which is very empowering. Okay? And it is good to light our own fire. All right, I will dive deeper into these cards. But first, I am going to use the Golden Universal Tarot deck, and we are going to dive a little deeper into this other sector of your life. Just what's going on here. It looks like there's a lot of defensiveness. For some of you, you may have just recently gone through a divorce. That was not... it's hard to say whether or not things were civil. I don't know. There's a lot of... I mean, this wounded warrior cat, he doesn't look like he had a civil fight. It looks like somebody hurt him. And so now he's defensive. For some of you, you are dealing with a water sign. For others of you, you are dealing with a fire sign. Or you have fire in your chart. Okay? Fire in your chart. All right, Spirit, I'm asking for some clarification for some of these cards for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month, the last couple weeks or so. I mean, like I said, time's an illusion. Of November 2019. What's going on with our Geminis? We need further clarification for our Geminis. What is going on for our Geminis, please? And on the bottom of the deck, I see a new offering coming in. You've got new stuff coming in, Gemini. All right. What's up with this Five of Swords, please? Why is the Five of Swords here? Why is the Five of Swords here? You know, I just noticed something. Duh. You got the Five of Swords twice. This is the Five of Swords, right? Five of Swords. And then here is this Five of Swords. So twice in the reading so far, the Five of Swords has come up. I'm feeling for a lot of people a very strong, like you've just had a major breakup with somebody. like a long-term relationship. That's not gonna, like I said, that's not gonna resonate with everybody. For those of you who are still coupled right now, if you're having defensiveness and arguments and whatnot, let's just get to the bottom of it. You know, like I said, take it as it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, check out some of my other readings for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. They may resonate a little more. All right. Five of Swords. What's going on with this Five of Swords, please? I'd like further clarification for the Five of Swords, please. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, Gemini, please. Spirit, guide the reading. Guide the reading, Spirit. What's going on with this Five of Swords energy? It's raining outside. Interesting. Ten of Cups came out, which is a very, very happy card indeed. Emotional fulfillment. You know, you're really striving to have this emotional fulfillment. It's the happy family card. So, you know, that's kind of like a different energy than this fighting card. So I feel like really what your intentions are is that you do want this happy family card. You want everybody to get along. You want to have emotional fulfillment. You know, it's also the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle or phase in your life. All right. Again, the Nine of Swords comes out. The second time the Nine of Swords has come out. Being in your mind, worrying, staying up late at night. But I see an emotional offering coming in, either from the person that you have been arguing with, or this is something completely new. Water sign energy, again, okay? Doesn't have to be somebody with water in their chart, or perhaps you have water in your chart somewhere. But this is also, it's just an emotional offering, and it's slow. Either you're offering your cup to somebody, or somebody is offering their cup to you, okay? Could be somebody completely different new. All right, why is this Nine of Cups? Now I want to know. I'm nosy, Gemini. I want to know. Who is this Nine of Cups, please? Why is the Nine of Cups here? Who is this Nine of Cups, and why are they coming in? Or going out? What's going on with the Nine of Cups, please? Why is the Nine of Cups here? Tower moment. This is a big realization. This is an aha moment. This is an epiphany. This is a change of life. This can become something completely different. Things crumbling and falling so that new things can be rebuilt. Check it out. It's not a scary card. This is when the universe steps in and says, take a new direction. It's called course direction sometimes. It can be really, really harsh, or it can be just an epiphany. Take it as it resonates. You're going to have an epiphany about why is this tower here for the Knight of Cups? Why is this tower here for the Knight of Cups? Why is this tower here, please? Can we get some clarification on the tower, please? All right. Be in your intuition. This could be somebody who is really intuitive, you or another person, a high priestess, someone who manifests. You're manifesting. You are manifesting this tower moment. You are manifesting this emotional offering, whether or not it's from a romantic partner or from someone else. That's what I feel for some of you. For others of you, you are creating a situation so that you are better able to be open with your emotional energy, because it feels good to be open emotionally. It feels good to give and to receive. It feels good. And so if you're all in this energy, you're not going to be having any cups coming in. But it looks like some cups. I'm feeling like for the majority of you, a cup is coming in, either from this person that you've had an argument or falling out with to reconcile, or with somebody completely new. And it's unclear to me. The spirits are not telling me what it is. So it's going to be different for every person, obviously. So what's going on with this Seven of Swords? And we might go back to that if I get nosy enough. What's going on with the Seven of Swords, please? What's going on with the Seven of Swords energy, please? Sneaky behavior. Why is the Seven of Swords coming out? Ten of Wands. This is a heavy burden. Okay. A heavy burden coming to an end because it's a 10. Okay. See, it's a 10, which deduces to a 1, which is a new beginning. This is the end of a cycle, beginning of a new cycle. Getting to that, see that in the back, there is a castle. He's on his way to the castle and he's almost there. You're almost there. Okay. What does that have to do with the Seven of Swords? I feel like some things, maybe for some of you, you're working on something behind the scenes that is going to alleviate your heavy burdens. Okay. But this is all having to do with the mind. Why is this 10 of Wands here for the 7 of Swords? I need a little more information, please. What's going on with this 10 of Wands for the 7 of Swords, please? What's going on with that, please? For Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on with this? Like a little more. Okay. Well, I like this. Ooh, okay. So we have another Swords, which is the Page of Swords. This is about quick communications coming in, being expressed. It can be immature communications too. Okay. And then we have the Empress. Okay. She has embodied all of the elements of all the queens in the deck. She is the giver of life, the creator, this is abundant energy. It also could be I don't know what sign that would be, but it's definitely some queen energy. And then we have the Sun card. Yay, Leo. For some of you, you have strong Leo in your charts. This is the happiest card in the deck. It's the naked baby card, as I like to say. Being able to be vulnerable in the sun, open, and just, you know, the universe protects you. I feel like if you're working on something journalistic, you might be collaborating with someone else. I see that. I see that you're manifesting something pretty strongly because you don't want to be in this heavier energy, but you've been in your head too much. But you're coming to an end of a cycle or a phase where you can put those heavy burdens down. But what you need to do is move forward in your craft of expression, whether or not I see the pen. See, I just keep looking at him with his pen here writing, okay? He's writing about his experiences. He's using his experiences, whether or not you share these experiences with others, but he's utilizing these experiences, processing them. Why am I having trouble with that word? In order to move forward and allow him to release some of these heavier burdens, some of these things that have been weighted on his back so that he can be out in the sun with his Empress. Wow, that's kind of a neat message. I like that. For others of you, yeah, you're communicating something and it's a little bit hard, but once you get it off your chest, maybe you need to say something to this. Okay, get this. This is another storyline. You're expressing yourself. You're having all these, and well, it's being caught up in your head, but it's going to get you to this point when you express yourself. When you communicate something, it's going to get the burden off of your chest. Expressing it to this Empress, it doesn't matter, male, female, I don't care, gender doesn't matter, and that it will be a happy days, okay? So that's another scenario that I'm reading. Take it as it resonates. All right, now, why is this 9 of Wands here? What's the defensive energy, please? I see that, yeah, either you are dealing with a very defensive fire sign, or you yourself have fire maybe in your charts pretty heavily, and that you have put up these walls of defense. What are you defending? What is defense? What's going on? Maybe you're dealing with someone very defensive, but I just don't get that. You're the one who's all caught up in your head and worrying about something and processing. What is going on? I can't even say that word. Processing. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, 9 of Wands. What's going on with the 9 of Wands? I need to know. Patience is a virtue, my lovelies. 3 of Wands. He's waiting for his ships to come in, and just know that your ships are coming in, and they're probably going to be more ships, bigger ships, more cargo than you even imagined. Okay, patience is a virtue, but don't be too stuck in the what's the patience? What are we waiting on? What are we waiting on? You know, I mean, he is protecting, so that's taking a stance, like taking a step back on something. What are we waiting on? Why are we waiting, and why are we so defensive? I just need some more information, please, Spirit. Clarify for us. We would like some more insight, please, for our Geminis, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Nope, 2 minutes. Really? All right, I'm going to rush through these because it's a stack of cards, and I was just told to take them all. All right. 8 of Swords. Not looking at the situation, feeling stuck, feeling trapped. That's stagnant energy. Juggling between life, friends, loved ones, romance, just juggling it all, but juggling it. Judgment card, things coming to the light. Things coming to the light to be healed. This is a really blessed card. Major Arcana. Yeah, the dead rising from the grave. Somebody might be coming back from the past to reconcile something. And then we have, he's the king. This is earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And it doesn't have to be, but this is somebody who's well established physically. He's on top of his game and his reality. He might own a business. He might be doing his own thing. Why is that coming out for this? I feel like there's a lot of stagnant energy I'm feeling because of the patience card, the stuck card, and that 9 of Wands. You know, you're just like set up, ready for the hits coming in. But I really see that your ships are coming in. Patience is a virtue. Just keep up the balancing act. Keep juggling. It's going to all be okay. Things are coming to the light. Just stay grounded. That is what I just got from that. All right. And now, why is the moon card here? Why is this moon card here? Cycles, phases, deepness, water sign energy. Why is this moon energy here? Pay attention to the moon cycles. Something with the moon cycles for some of you. Why is this moon here? Just give us a little more clarification for the moon, please. Okay? Really? Okay. I just do what I'm guided to do. Okay, we've got 3 cards that came out. We have, for the moon card, we have the Page of Cups, okay? He is offering something. He's got a little fish in there. See that? It's like a lucky sign. This is an emotional offering. Water sign energy again. Water sign, but this is like a really young, this could be somebody younger than you, somebody offering to you, or you are younger, you know, I mean, it can go both ways, whatever. But it is an emotional offering, and it's very youthful and vibrant. That's what I sense from this. But with that fish in there, it's like a communication. This love offering, it could be from afar. It could be I don't know why I'm suddenly seeing like a dolphin and like, you know, communication of emotions through like telepathy or something. I don't know where that just came from. Take it as it resonates. That's either that might be for like 1 or 2 people. I'm sorry. But then we have this Queen of Swords energy coming out again. Okay. You are on your guard and you're going to be very harsh and just straightforward with your words. This is you communicating very clearly. But be careful not to be harsh. If somebody is offering something to you, it doesn't matter if you want to take it or not, but just be really clear with your communications and try not to be harsh. Okay. And then we have the 2 of Wands. This is you making a decision about something that you're really passionate about. Okay. Making a decision. And it might have to do with this emotional offering or communication. Yeah, you're all in your feels about something though. And for some of you, the message that's coming in is that you're all deep in your feels right now. And that you want to come forward with an emotional offering, but you are not doing it quite in the physical world. For some of you, okay? That's what I'm sensing here. But that in the physical world, when you are communicating yourself through words, you might just be really clear, direct. You know, Gemini, you're really good at communicating, okay? Just know that, you know, you have the power to communicate in any fashion that you so desire. But I see you being very, very just straightforward with your words, but your emotional offering is like this softer thing. I feel like you want to offer something to someone, okay? What this is telling me is to go ahead and make that decision. And let me just tell you, I call this, the 2 of Wands, the card of blast off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know. That's what I call it. This is like, I've made a decision about something and now let's blast off with the decision making and take action. Okay. That's what that is. So something is going on you're in your feels about something. Okay. You need to express something to someone about something. I do warn you to be, yes, clear, but not harsh. All right. Moving on. We're going to get back to your love sector. I know. Try to keep, yeah. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm going to use this lovely little deck here. This is called the Gummy Bear Tarot. It is a Rider-Waite-Smith based deck and it's all gummy bears. So here we go. And this is for the love sector. I'd like some clarity or more clarification on the reading, please. I ask Spirit, Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, angels, guides, those in higher dimensions to help the messages to come through and be what we need to hear. This is for the love sector. For Yeah, for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Yes. What is our Gemini family? Our Gem family. I like saying that. The Gem family. Oh, did you see that? What does it mean? What does it mean? All right. Things are settling. Stand in your strength. I don't see that as being anything but synchronistic. You need to stand in your inner strength, your fiery strength. Some of you might have some very strong Leo in your chart because that is a Leo card. All right. What's going on with this Nine of Cups? The Nine of Chalices, please. Give us some clarification for this Nine of Cups energy, please. What do we need to know about this? Resistance. All right, and I'm going to show you. Here you are. You're either climbing on top or you're the one resisting this connection. There's some kind of connection here, and I'm not sure if it's supposed to be or not, but you are going to be making a decision, okay? Here's the Two of Wands again, okay? We just talked about this. This is about making a decision and moving forward, blasting off. I feel like the universe is supporting you in whatever decision you're making about this. What I want more information about the resistance, please. Why is there resistance? Why is this Nine of Cups here? Whatever it is, it's got victory, success, public recognition. Yeah, Six of Wands. Okay, so that's two wands. Whatever decision you're making surrounding this, it's going to be successful. I say, because we did have this earlier, just be really into your in your intuition. I'd like more information about the Two of Wands, please. What is this decision that we're making? What does this have to do with? I want to know more. I want to know a little more information, please. The same freaking... the same messages are just repeating themselves, you guys. Okay. Again, we have the Moon card, okay? So if you remember, the Moon card was clarified by the Two of Wands, and now the Two of Wands is clarified by the Moon card, okay? They go both ways. This is somebody who's really getting in touch with their feelings. You might be dealing with a water sign, okay? It doesn't necessarily mean that's the case, but it could be. You could also be dealing with a fire sign, but here is the Knight of Wands. Look at that little gummy knight. Isn't he cute? So the Knight of Wands is really passionate, fire sign energy. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But this is moving in towards something. I feel like once you make a decision about something and you move forward, once you make a decision, what the universe is supporting you in is taking action on that, okay? Because this is an action card. There's a lot of stagnant energy here, and then suddenly, and then there's resistance, and then this is like you make a decision having to do either with another Gemini, or this is you standing in your power, Gemini, because this is the Gemini card, but it's also the Lovers card, which means that this, you know, and this is the love sector. So I'm just saying, you're going to make a decision based around love. And once you've made a decision to either be more resistant or to move forward on this connection, then you're going to be moving in quickly. Now, I want to know a little more, because you're going to have victory and success is what this says. This is also public recognition. What is going on with the Six of Wands? Just a little more on the Six of Wands, please, for our Gemini. What's this victory and success having to do with the decision? It has to do with this resistance. So either you're going to continue to be resistant to this connection, and if that's in your highest good, or you're going to move forward and just go ahead and connect, and you're going to go full force, okay? It's you free will in the universe. Six of Wands. What's this? I would like a little more information if we can. Otherwise, I'm going to move on. Six of Wands. A little more information about the victory and success. Oh, I'm sorry. It's so sweet. Look, it's a little gummy bear. Two of Cups. This is soulmate energy. These people are offering their cups to each other. You got the... Oh, you got the Two of Cups and the Lovers. You've got like, oh, and the Moon card. Okay. Well, if you decide to move forward on this connection and stop being so resistant and stop being so defensive against letting energy in, it's going to be victorious. But you don't have to. You know, you don't have to, Gemini. All right, so I need some more information about this Four of Swords, or Five of Swords energy, please. Okay. Again, movement. Chariot card. Obstacles being removed by the universe, okay? It's time to take life by the horns and go forward. So the thing about this particular Chariot card is that they're sitting still. They're waiting for the appropriate moment to start going forward, because once they start going forward, they're going to go forward fast and with full force. That's what I see here. He's illuminated. But this is the card of, it's kind of like Ganesh, obstacles being removed. The universe, this is a green light. I call this the green light go card. This is a green light from the universe, okay? And that has to do with this Five of Swords energy. I do have to say there's disconnect here. Look at this. But he's ready to take her clothes off. He has put down the swords. He's done talking. He just wants to get it on. Let's get it on. All right, I do see romance. If you choose it. Romance, if you choose it, Gemini, because you can choose not to have it. I mean, we are free-willed individuals, but the universe is removing obstacles and saying, go, go, go. You just need to make the choice and then take action, okay? It's your call. It's your call. That's what I'm hearing. All right. Then we have the Nine of Swords. I'll show you this card again. Nine of Swords. He's coming up from behind. This is like a sneak attack, and she looks like she's into it, but she's a little bit rigid. Are you rigid? Or is the other person rigid? That's what I want to know. What's going on with this Nine of Swords? Because there is resistance, and I'm seeing resistance on your end until you decide, until you make a decision. But I see the universe, I mean, this is all a learning process. It's part of this. You're closing out some kind of karmic cycle in your life, and you've learned some major lessons. All right, and then we have Justice. Yep, some of you just got divorced. I'm sorry, but that's not going to resonate with everybody. But this is the Justice card. For some of you, you're dealing with a Libra, okay? But the energy of this card, this little gummy Justice card, is that, see, she holds the balancing scales, but she also holds the sword of truth. And she's not afraid to cut things out of her life. And she cut things out, and she's also not afraid to communicate very clearly, very much like this Queen of Swords energy that has come up twice in your reading so far. So I feel like things are, whatever energies are imbalanced right now, they're going to start balancing out. Whatever has been wronged in your life is going to start being righted. The universe has spoken. You might need to move forward on some of these things. Well, what's up with this Justice card? Let's get a little more information. Okay, this came out reversed. I just want to note that. This is somebody not making a decision, okay? Indecision. Reversed means you're making a decision, okay? You've decided to take the blindfold off, look at all the factors within a situation, and now you are, for some of you, this is court related. But I feel like you're cutting some stuff out. I do. I feel like you're not letting this indecision. I feel like there's so many things going on here. I'm picking up several scenarios, okay, Gemini? And yeah, take what resonates, because not all of these messages coming through may resonate with your situation. But there's this like, okay. For some of you, you're the resistant one, this woman in the front, and she's not really resistant. She's just rigid. You see that? She's like, her shoulders look tense, and he's coming up from behind, and he's ready to just take her clothes off. Look, he's trying to take her panties off. And I see the little cat there. You know, that's an indication that this is like, this connection it's protected, but there's some heavy energy here. It's not totally resistant, but she doesn't look like she's totally relaxing into it. Something with the black cat. But I feel like if you are a little rigid, just kind of relax. To me, this is like, please relax a little bit. But, you know, sometimes we need to be on guard. I mean, we have to protect our energies, right? But not at the expense of our joy and happiness. Remember that. Justice. Okay. What's going on with Justice and the Two of Swords? Temperance. Okay. The angels are working behind the scenes to help you in whatever. This card to me is divine intervention. And it's also tempering. See how is that little angel, the little gummy angel is pouring the elements back and forth from cup to cup. They are mixing. This is very alchemical. For some of you, you delve into the arts of alchemy and perhaps magic, but she's mixing and melding the energies together to create something that's completely and excitingly new. Okay. All right, that's what I see there. Yeah, you're coming to some kind of decision, but you've been waiting, you've been resistant. There's been some but you're ready. The universe is saying it's time to take action, but you have to choose to take action. You have the Two of Wands has come up twice here, which means and then the Two of Swords, which came out reversed. I do believe you're going to be making a decision about something, and you will be moving forward on something. But that if it's in the realms of love, you know, whatever this love connection is, if you decide to move forward on it, it's going to be successful and victorious. It also could gain you public recognition for some of you who are in the fields of I don't know, media and stuff. What's going on with this Queen of Swords? Why is the Queen of Swords here? Why is the Queen of Swords here? Why is the Queen of Swords sitting there looking so serious and staring at a painting of a man? What is she doing? What is she doing? Her fire is lit, though. She's lighting her own fire. She's on top of her game. Gemini, that is the Gemini card. So I'm just saying, Gemini is stepping into their power right now. And, but I see reminiscing or thinking about somebody else. The Strength card. Didn't I already? Yeah, the Strength card kind of fell. The Giant Strength card fell. Here it is again. The little gummy Strength card. Look how cute. She's taming the beast. She's taming the beast. Oh, little gummy beast. All right. Can you tell I love this deck of cards? You're standing in your strength. For some of you, you have very strong Leo in your chart, or the person that you're dealing with has Leo in their charts. But what this is saying is that you're just stepping into your own. You're lighting your own fire, like I just said. It's pretty much what it is. That is what I'm seeing here. So I am going to now pull some oracle cards from the Enchanted Map Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. And then we're going to wrap it up, Gemini. There's quite a scenario going on here for you. What does Gemini need to hear during this time? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. What does Gemini need to hear during this time, please? What are the messages for our beautiful, lovely gems? Our gems. Gemini, you're a gem. All right, here we go. What does Gemini... Woo! Gemini. One more card, please. Metamorphosis. Ooh la la. I like it so much. You're growing so much, Gemini. You're learning so much. You just need to know who to be defensive against and who not to be defensive against. Okay. And then we have Spark. Ooh, I like these cards for you. So, Metamorphosis. This is really positive energy. You know, in order to become a butterfly, we have to go through the birthing process, the chrysalis process. And I don't know if that's painful for them or not when they're losing parts of their body and it's growing into something else. I know that the birth process itself for humans and other animals can be quite painful. But the butterfly, it flies. And then look at these beautiful little flamingos. They have they are like butterfly flamingos. That's so beautiful. The thing about flamingos is they're very flamboyant. They don't really hold back on who they are. They're not trying to blend in. Like some butterflies, they blend in with their surroundings because they don't want to get eaten by a bird, right? But a pink flamingo butterfly, I think it's going to stick out pretty much, but I see two of them there. So what this is telling me is perhaps you're going to be whoever this other person is, and this is just, I mean, I'm just channeling this message. It's only going to resonate with those who it resonates with, okay? Take it as it resonates. You're meeting someone eye to eye that's in a similar process in their life as you, okay? In this metamorphosis process, and that you're both flamboyant. You might be flamboyant, Gemini, and this other person might be flamboyant, but you're meeting eye to eye, and you're not really trying to blend in. You're like, look what we've become, some kind of magical, mythical creature here. I love it, Gemini. Jeez, I love that. And then we have, so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just loving this. Okay, spark. Check it. Look at this image. She is playing a violin or fiddle. And look at those hearts coming off of it. She's creating this spark. She's singing about this spark. She's letting the music flow through her. The spark is the spark of life. It is love. It is beautiful. And she's expressing it through music. So for some of you, you're going to be writing songs. For others of you, you're going to be listening to music and allowing that to move through you and these deep, beautiful emotions. I see romance in your life, Gemini, if you choose it. Okay? That's what I see here over and over again. The everything is lining up for you. You just need to step out of your defensiveness and make a choice. Now you can choose not to. Now, gosh. All right. I haven't done this for anybody else, Gemini, but I'm going to pull some card. I want to pull a card. What happens if Gemini does not choose to go with this love offer? Because I see a love offer coming in for you and one that you want to pursue, but you're unclear and you're having some resistance. What happens if Gemini does not go with this love offering? Because we know if you go with the love offering, it's going to be victorious. But if you don't, I'm sure it'll be victorious too. There is no right or wrong. It's just what you choose to do, right? What's going to happen if Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus does not choose this love offer? I don't know. Maybe Spirit doesn't want to know. Wants to know. Okay. 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 Well, I just want you to know, first of all, the Hanged Man came out. Major Arcana. It's all about being enlightened by looking at things from a completely different perspective, okay? So if you choose to not go with this love offering, you're probably going to be doing more, you're going to be looking at things. You're not going to be blinded. You're going to be looking at all the things and learning about yourself more, okay? By observing that which is around you. And then I also, the Three of Pentacles came out reversed. So the Three of Pentacles is like working together with other people, collaborating on projects in the physical world. It came out reversed, so I feel like you're just going to be holding yourself back from collaboration with others. I feel like that's, I mean, not that that's a bad thing, but that's what the cards are saying. All right, Gemini, I'm going to end it there. I love you so much. Check out my Etsy page. Go to the description box below. Hit that thumbs up if you have not done so already. I love you so much. And yes, Gemini, I just send you so much love and blessings, and I hope everything just kind of falls into place exactly how you need it to. All right, until next time. Mwah.